Hello everybody, my name is Rituro, and this is my life in Silver League. My opponent today, a Silver Leaguer by the name of Ashes, playing Protoss on Cloud Kingdom. I, of course, am the level 64 cuddly little panda marine playing as Terran. It's been an interesting Silver League for me so far, I gotta say. Pretty average win-loss ratio, nothing too stellar, nothing out of the ordinary. Which, considering how I made it up to gold last season, means I've regressed a little bit because I've been slacking off, but that's fine. That means I get to spend more time in Silver League learning the ins and outs of this wonderful game of StarCraft 2, Heart of the Storm, and hopefully, providing a little bit of entertainment for all of you out there on the way. Pretty standard openings here. Looks like no crazy rushes or anything. Nope, standard gateway opening. So let's skip ahead to the good stuff. I'm going with early gas here. As I worked on, I'm still trying to figure out, I mean, I haven't had this since, just, I think, 2 seasons ago, good Reaper timing. And the early gas here, in fact, the early double gas with no wall in is a clear sign that I am going for Reapers early. And sure enough, there is the Reaper on the way here. As now I complete the wall off as the orbital just finishes there. There we go, orbital up and running. Second gas also done. 4 workers on gas, trying to make sure we match that mineral production and get Reapers onto the field. Still waiting for that first one. It's about 10 seconds away. And while this is happening, one Zealot has arrived to guard that ramp. Oh, you guard that ramp. Guard it like a champ, sir. Guard it like a champ. Meanwhile, first a simulator going down here for Ashes as he begins to get his gas production underway. Cybernetics core being hidden behind the mineral line here. 2 pylons up near the Nexus. Second simulator now down pretty. Again, this is very standard opening here. Meanwhile, I have a bunker sitting here at the main base as I try to wall off, protect against any rushes that might come my way as I send these Reapers out to harass, sending them over here to deny the early expansion more than anything else, though I would look to make some damage on the mineral line here. 2 Zealots, they're going to make that a little bit tricky. Should be able to kite them, but then again, you know my micro, it is not the best. Second Reaper on the way now, third in production. Bunker is done, second barracks on the way. Engineering bay now on the way to protect against, I assume, early drops here or observers, though I am running up against that supply cap, which means I have queued up that supply depot, though no help coming from the mineral line as of yet. Reaper number 3 just about done, 10 more seconds. Meanwhile, back at Casa del Ashes, his next pylon is complete. More Zealots on the way from this single gateway. Nothing much in the way of a mass gateway here. Is he perhaps rushing up the tech tree? And I use the term rushing loosely as he's only got the Cybernetics core, no warp gate being researched here. This is a very macro-heavy build here. Mothership core on the way here, full gas saturation, optimal mineral saturation. Could fit a few more probes on here. Looks like he indeed will. Meanwhile, back at the expansion, the Reapers have been spotted. The Zealots have taken something down. 1, 2, 3, 4 Zealots playing ring around the mineral line as the Reaper darts in and out, sees the Mothership core, sees all the tech and decides, okay, I've seen everything here, and I do not like it. I am getting the heck out of here. And the 2 Reapers said, okay, it is time to consider leaving this fine establishment. Meanwhile, the probes getting that second gateway on the way, and there indeed is the Stargate. So I've seen one gateway, I've seen a Cybernetics core. There's the Forge as well, so it looks like we are going to be seeing a rush to Stargate. This could be either for Oracle Harass, possibly Void Rays, but only on one Stargate. Seems a little bit underpowered for Void Rays, only on 1 Stargate. And the Reapers looking up on a scouting mission because why wouldn't they at this point? Meanwhile, back at home, I've got my supply depot done, got my engineering bay done, level 1 weapons are on the way. Tech lab up on my 3rd barracks as I prepare to get Stim on the field. 2 Marines sitting in that bunker as more Reapers still coming out here. I'm not sure this is the best thing to do. In fact, I would say, considering the tech that I've spotted, continuing with Reapers, perhaps not the best idea. Sure, the scouting is going to be great, but I don't know if Reapers is going to do anything whatsoever against a 6 Zealot Mothership core defense. No cannons on the ground as of yet, which is good, but there is a Forge now on the field. We could be seeing cannons through there, and it will indeed be a Void Ray. Coming out of the Stargate first, the 60-second build time, halfway complete. Early Void Rays. Not a bad idea, but stimmed and level 1 weapon Marines should be able to counter that. Meanwhile, I am expanding. Pardon me. Oh, voice cracking all over the place here. I am expanding just about the same time that Ashes is expanding as well. The Reaper's not able to delay that expansion at all, though they are scouting. They are confident they have not found any proxies whatsoever. That's not necessarily a bad thing. 5 Reapers on the field, and now the switch to Marines happens a little bit later perhaps than necessary. though the defenses are being put up now at the natural expansion for me, the Terran player. 16 workers on gas, 16 workers on minerals, 6 on gas. It's a fairly decent balance here. Level 1 weapons are on the way. Stim almost about 3/4 of the way done. Second reactor coming on here as Marine Marauder now coming its way out. And here comes the kite. There's the Void Ray. 5 Reapers realizing, oh dear, we have gone to the wrong part of town. But now we can just walk up the front door. Motion Core is going to get a few shots. If she take down all of these, if I'm not careful, 1 Reaper goes down. Probes trying to be taken down here. It's not going to do much of anything. Sure enough, this is a doomed effort here from the Reapers. Too well defended is this mineral line. Not able to get anything. If you look at the units lost tab here, yeah, 4 units. Okay, so I didn't mention you get 4. I got 4. But for 5 losses on my end, not a fair trade at all. There we go. No more voice cracking. No more voice cracking. Warp gate tech finally complete here for Ashes. Now we see the warp gates being morphed. Yeah, only 1 being done though. Focusing on this Void Ray Rush here. The 1 Stargate Void Ray Rush as the second Nexus is complete. No mining as of yet. Stalker, still the same 7 Zealots now. Most record 2 Void Rays holding the fort. No worker transfer, which you'd think would be happening sooner than later, as a second Cybernetics Core is on the way. Alright, well, double Forge, double Cybernetics Core. The tech upgrades are real, ladies and gentlemen. The Void Ray production, not so much. Pylon now on the way here. I assume this is to give Sci-Field coverage for more Stargates. Though it's a slow way of doing it is now. Stalker's working in 2 at a time. Hurrah, hurrah. However, having seen the Void Rays, I have opted to bring the counter to Void Rays, and that is stimmed up Marines. Armory now on the way for me in my mazes. I'm slowly getting better at rushing up that tech tree, at least on the factory front, as my Widow Mines are coming in to hopefully deter any clumsy Void Rays. As the expansion is up and mining, more than I can say for Ashes, who's only now getting his probes into that mining area. No transfer taking place from the main base, going for full saturation here. Robotics facility on the way. It's a little bit of diverse tech, perhaps. The early Void Ray Rush transitioning to Colossus, perhaps. Maybe get some observers in there, Immortals. He's got options, does Ashes, or she's got, I don't know who this person is. Those options do now include a robotics bay once it is up and running. Nexus pumping out workers at the expansion. I am fully supply blocked here as the okay then. Okay then. Ashes has decided not to suffer the poorly placed pylon. Okay. That's, alright, well, you don't see that every day, folks, but that's why this is some of the things that I see every day in my life in Silver League. Crazy, crazy self-pylon destructions, but Ashes got its place with pylon there, so no harm, no foul, as now the cannons are going down for defense on the high ground. Not a bad call there from Ashes. Meanwhile, back at home, I've got, oh yes, there are the medevacs, and they're being backed up by Thor. Because you know what, every so often, if you're going to go with heavy Marine Ball to take down the Void Rays, you gotta have beef on the field to handle the bigger hitters, and that's what Thor is there for. Thor Viking on the way here with the medevacs, because I don't believe in going full bio when you can have Thors. I've actually been on a pretty heavy Thor kick as of late, so, yeah, I'm actually quite happy with it. Meanwhile, I have managed to diversify my work count, pulling about half of them off the mineral line and bring them onto the natural expansion. Not full saturation on gas as of yet, which is kind of important because I am suffering without that gas on the field. Level 1 mech weapons on the way here. Production's kind of slacked off here for Ashes. He's at his cap is why. Now the pylons are coming down. Tries to get that forward summoning point in, as well as alleviating the supply of block, the dual purpose of the pylons for Protoss players. Shields now being researched back at the Forge as both players running into a bit of a gas crunch here. Thankfully, minerals are still being spent fairly well. Could probably be done a little bit better. The supply depot situation still not as good for me, though I have queued up a whack load of them to try and alleviate supply. Plus 103 to 102 overall. How does that break down? 66 to 64. Army supply slightly favoring me. 64 to 62, that is. Work supply favoring Ashes, 45 to 39. As it stands, though, the way this is going, the more Thors and Vikings get on the field, the worse it looks for this Void Ray composition. 5 Void Rays, if they focus fire, could take down those Thors, but considering the Marine Ball, it's a fairly solid counter to the Void Rays. And these 2 observers going in pairs. I don't agree with that. You want to split your observers up, get the maximum coverage you can as they sit tight. Do they see much of anything? They do not. I don't see them. So this is a fairly pointless exercise. Meanwhile, this is purely, I assume, out of the desire to not have any Void Rays surprising me, or Oracles for that matter. Extra missile turrets going down here on the pathway. Those observers are not in for fun if they advance any further. Thor is still being pumped out from the single factor. Do have a second one now built. I assume Tech Labs will be coming on sooner than later as more and more supply depots being brought to play. And sure enough, oh, those poor observers, they made the move at the exact wrong time. Meanwhile, both of us expanding here at relatively the same time here. My command center goes down for the third for Ashes going down now as well. I have a slight advantage in base timing, but at the 17-minute mark, you want to be getting that third base out, if not already pushing it to threaten your opponent. So I am certainly turtling up here, having seen those Void Rays. And now we see from Templar Archives, sorry, Twilight Council, I'm thinking Brood War here. Charge Zealot legs coming out. That's going to help the Zealot army to engage faster. More Void Rays, though, also be done. And now Immortals are going to be mixed in here. Good call there to get the diverse army. Unfortunately, at the main base, this is completely mined out. There will be certainly only 2 patches left. These probes have no idea what to do. They need to transfer down here to this new base. Will they? Sooner than later. There they go. They've transferred. It's all well and good. This actually should time out just about right. They should arrive. The Nexus should complete. No need to worry about long distance mining here. There's the scan. I see nothing here on the low ground of the 4th base. I'm feeling pretty good. There is the... Oh, they've there's the scan. I reveal the Nexus just as it completes, so I know where I need to go. And sure enough, the army will move out. Oh, this is not looking good. Thor's waddling their way past, stepping over the 1 in Widowmine Defender. I got this, guys. I got this. It's all good. It's all good. I got it. All right, rallying at the Watchtower, seeing nothing. Everybody continues their conga line of doom. Oh, that's some excellent pathing there. Well done, everybody. Ring around the Zelnaga. Well done indeed. All right, the Vikings and Medivacs having air travel arrive at the point first. The Conga line of doom making their way, and I have at least remembered to build on the back of this, so I've learned something at least. As mornings are on the way, and the supply block continues to lift. Now, this is the interesting part. More Immortals, more Void Rays for Ashes here. He now completes his worker transfer 23 to 24, all on minerals. And good news for me, I'm about to kill them all. Bad news for Ashes. He's about to lose this Nexus, and all the workers associated with it have to get out of Dodge. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And having hit, the army now runs, but there's no counterattack here whatsoever. As I scan, is there a proxy base? No, there is not. And the army having seen no counterattack whatsoever from Ashes, who was just sitting here. Oh, he's going to a fleet beacon. Now, that's an interesting choice of tech. Is it going to be in time? His cash is a bit low. Oh, he's going for the Nexus here. Not a good call there. As I continue to scan, looking for proxies, finding, I'm feeling pretty confident about this actually right now. Oh, you silly probe, that's not good. All right, and now we decide, you know what? We need to get here without the Conga line of doom, and here comes the army now. The rocks will not go down. This will be the engagement. The problem is the stimmed up Marines love Void Rays. The Viking backup loves Void Rays. And without the Void Rays, the Thors are going to go to town. Fairly even now. Let's slow this down and watch it unfold. Now the Vikings here are exposed. They need to land, and they will. This is not good for the Stalkers surrounded by Viking. That is going to absolutely obliterate the remains of this army. The bio are all but done, but the Thors have held their ground. And now, the army realizing that they have basically won this thing in one solid engagement. Army composition quite good. They decided to bust down the rocks. And now the front door is well and truly open. Stalker reinforcements arriving. They're going to try and poke down the Medivacs. Not the thing you want to be poking down at this exact point in time. Now, the massed army just continue to lay down the hurt. Ashes has had enough. The Tempests do not arrive in time. That's going to do it. A victory for me. ashes, ashes, ashes to dust, unfortunately, oversaturating his workers. You gotta get that timing up and running, and certainly when you realize your base is under attack, you have to respond quickly. For my part, I actually did pretty good this map. Kept my resources under control. Expansion was okay. Supply block did hold me back, and we have idle workers here. Not good, not good, not good. Tech upgrades were alright, could have been better, but generally speaking, not a bad day. And this has been just another positive slice of my life in Silver League. Thank you all for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment either here on youtube.ca/steelswords or on my Twitch channel where I record all these episodes live, twitch.tv/Rituro. Once again, everybody, my name is Rituro. You've been watching My Life in Silver League. Thanks for watching.